Hello, friends. How are you? Happy Friday. How are y'all doing? Hop on, say hello, hashtag sunshine. Oh, let's get our face on today. We're going to talk about the mascara that started it all. So hop on, hang out, chit chat with me while I get ready. Tell me how your week's been going. It has been super crazy here. Lots of weather and things happening, but we are doing good. Well, so far so good. There's still some more coming. I feel like I need to get a boat. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but we are going to do well. We are going to get it together. All right, let me get this shared out super quick. Don't forget to hit the follow button. And if you could and would, please share this out. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps so much. There we are. Okay. Hello, ladies. How are you? Happy Friday. All right, let's get some eye cream on real quick. And then I will pin my links and all of that. If you're new, welcome. Drop the word new and tell us where you are tuning in from. I would love to know. Oh, my dog. Why is Belle barking? I don't know. She usually doesn't bark unless there's something here. I don't know. All right. Hello, Lauren. How are you? Happy Friday, my friend. How you been? All right, let's get some primer on really quick. Primer is so good. And if you ever wonder why your makeup doesn't look as well and you don't use primer, try it. It is my #1 go-to other than skincare. Now, skincare to me is the #1 thing. If you want your makeup to look its absolute best, you need good skincare. I do have a bundle. And if you need help picking out the skincare, all you have to do is message me or drop it in the comments. Just drop skincare and I can absolutely help you pick out what you need for your skin type. We have brand new skincare that has just launched and I'm super excited about it. Oh, yay. Oh, good. Oh, well, you're off work. That's awesome. Now that is a good Friday right there. Okay, let me pin my links really quick. I do like to pin them so you can shop around and take a look. But as always, you can message me. Come on, you can do it. My computer is so slow today, y'all. Super slow. Super slow. All right, so let me pin this. I am doing great. You can also sign up for my email and blog. Plus my podcast is in there, but everything you need. I have a lip bundle. No, I have an eye bundle. I did link just the mascara as well because you can buy that. It has a 10% discount plus free shipping if you just want the mascara. But if you buy it in a bundle, which I have an eye bundle, it's free. This, my favorite, absolute favorite 4D mascara is free with any bundle. Plus you get the discount and the free shipping and all of those things. Yay! No snow. Y'all, girl, I saw your pictures and I can't believe you still have so much snow in April. That is crazy. Let me get my supplements done really quick. Oh, and today is the last day to get the free water bottle with buying 2 of the Trim Fit. That's my probiotic I do. But you get this free water bottle when you buy 2 of the Trim Fit canisters. It also comes in the little to-go packets, but whoops, the special is when you buy 2 of these, you get the free water bottle with it. Plus you can stack my code for an extra 25% discount. So, but that ends at midnight tonight. So if you're wanting the Trim Fit, and you're interested in it, this is the time to do that. This burns fat, controls your appetite, increases your energy, increases your focus, mental clarity, all the things. I cannot live without my Trim Fit. And it's absolutely delicious. Delicious. It's probably one of the best drinks I've ever had in my life. Y'all, that is so good. It's like, oh, so, so good. Matter of fact, because it gives me the energy that it does, I have not bought energy drinks in months and months and months. I did try that new, what's it called? The Alani energy drink that everybody loves. It was good. I tried the cherry flavor one because I love cherry, and it was good. But I'm going to tell you, this Trim Fit, I am so in love with it, and it gives me the energy that I need, that I probably, I mean, if I was out and about, I would buy one of those Alani drinks, but so good. Hello, ladies. How are you? Hop on, say hi. We're just hanging out, doing a little makeup, and tell you my little story if you want to know. 4 years ago, I decided to do social selling, sign up, and tell you all about this fabulous makeup that I tell you about every day. And the reason I did sign up, and it changed my life forever, was because of this mascara, this 4D mascara. It is like you get falsy lashes without having to do all the falsy lash thing. But it is what started it all. It is the OG, the greatest mascara. It doesn't run. It looks good all day. It is such a blessing in so many ways. But I really wanted the mascara at the time, and it came in the kit that you get when you sign up. And I absolutely fell in love, and I am still using it today, 4 years later, and I'm still just as in love with it now as I was then. And our products are they're so good, and they get better and better and better every time. But if I had never wanted that 4D mascara, and if I had never tried it, I wouldn't be where I am today, which is with a community of women that I just can't imagine my life being without. I was in such a dark place, because it is so much more than makeup. It's so much more than mascara when you join. Did I join to so much more out of it than that? I got this community of women. The mission that we have as a company as a whole is incredible. We help women all over the world. 10% of all profits go back to our mission and what we stand for. And it's called Sapria. You can look that up. I will put the link in here when I'm off of my live. I can't say what it is on my live because FB doesn't like it for whatever reason. But it is, if you want to hear the story, all you have to do is message me and I'll send it. But I will link it here also when I'm after my live. But the fact that I can truly help women all over the world literally change their lives is just something I never thought I would be able to do. And I get to do it in such a fun way. It has just brought so much joy. It's incredible. I'm using the cream foundation today as well, just to let you know. Look how good that is. And it just takes a little bit. I just dab it like this. Less is more, you know what I'm saying? And I used it for my concealer underneath my eyes. If you're just hopping on, I always buy my foundations in the lighter color for a concealer and then my regular foundation color, because I like to keep the same medium. So this is what I used as my concealer, and this is what I'm going to use as my regular one. But anyway, when I joined, I had no idea what a blessing it would be. I was so depressed and I was just in a really, really dark place. And the lady that I spoke to at the time said it was so much more than just social selling. It's so much more than just makeup, that it, you know, changes women's lives in so many ways. Your confidence, anxiety, depression, all the things. Because you are with other women, thousands, hundreds, that you meet that are in the same spot you are in. And you always feel like you're alone. You always feel like you're the only one. I know you do, because I did. And we're really not. But you just got to kind of find your people. You know what I mean? And I now stay at home full time. I no longer work nights, which I worked nights for 20 plus years. It took a toll on many things. I am now 54. I thought I would work nights until the last day. You know what I'm saying? But such a blessing that I do not have to do that anymore. And I get to coach other women to have their businesses. And here's the greatest part of it. Hold on one second. Kirk left a while ago to pick up some groceries. And then there was a tree down in the middle of the road, and he went to turn around, and then he got stuck in his pickup truck. Do you want to know an unhappy man? One that's got stuck in his pickup truck and can't get unstuck. But now apparently he is unstuck and headed to Kroger. So that's a blessing. Thank gosh. Anyway, you meet these women from all over the world. And matter of fact, a good friend of mine that I met 4 years ago, we all kind of signed up at the same time but didn't know it. And we were in these chats. And we would just, chat back and forth about our businesses and what was going on. Anyway, you just kind of connect with people, and she's a military wife. Her husband is in the military. They're actually in Korea right this second. And she texted me or messaged me last night. We are still friends 4 years later. It's amazing. It's incredible. She is such a beautiful woman, such a beautiful spirit. And she brings so much joy to my life. I just can't imagine not being part of that. But I would have never met her if I had never joined. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you do things way out of your comfort zone. Like I think at the time I only had like 200 and something friends on Facebook. Like nothing, because I never got on Facebook. I did a little bit, you know, about my kids or whatever. But I certainly had no idea about, look at that coverage though. Can we just stop and look at that for a minute? But I had no idea that people did what we now call social selling, right? I knew you sold stuff on Marketplace or whatever, but I didn't know like this was a business. And so I had absolutely no clue. I really just signed up to get the makeup. I really just wanted the makeup. It was discounted. I needed something to make me feel pretty, that kind of thing, blah, blah, blah. And I got to talking in these chats and with these other women, and I was like, wow, this is really, really cool. I think I can do this. And I just leaped and I just jumped. No clue what I was doing. And you just kind of find your way. And one thing leads to another, and you just keep going. And here we are, 4 years later. I now have a new podcast I just started. I have a team of women that I coach, that I mentor. But the best thing about that is these women inspire me every day. We're doing this together. I have never felt more alive and together than I do right now. Because no matter what, you know, there's different, depending on what you do and how you run your business, and if you want it to be like this full-time business, or you just want some free makeup, or you just want to buy products for yourself on a discount, we're all on different journeys, which makes it super, super cool. And my point with that is, it doesn't matter what rank you are or where you are in the company or how much money you make or anything like that. We're all on the same level. We're all here for one another. And that's the best part of it. And we learn from each other. We inspire each other. And it really has been the biggest blessing that I ever came in contact with. And I just randomly found this woman on Facebook one day. It was actually in January. So, and she was doing her makeup and just kind of talking about it. And it's kind of, the rest is history, right? And so, what am I looking for? Oh, there it is. So my point is, sometimes you just kind of have to take the leap, you know, and there's not a huge, you have to invest in yourself, right? And that's what I did. I wanted something more for myself. I wanted something more for my family. And this is what I found. And I tell people all the time when, you know, they ask me about it, about signing up and all the things. Hello, ladies. How are you? Hop on, say hi. We're just hanging out and talking. I'm telling my little story. But when you do that, I lost my train of thought. Hang on. Oh, I wanted something more for myself, my family. But when you do it for yourself, you do it for your family too. And like I said, I tell people all the time when they ask me about it and if they can make money and all this kind of stuff, the very first thing I always tell them is, let me be very, very honest with you. When you sign up, you didn't pull a lottery ticket, okay? What I do is not hard at all. It's the greatest job I've ever had. I have more fun doing this than I've ever had in my life, okay? But it is work if you want to make it a good living and a business and all of that. It's not hard. But you got to put the effort into it is my point. So if, you know, some people sign up and they're like, oh, well, I didn't make $1 million in 3 days. Well, I didn't either. I wish I did, but I didn't. But I want to, you know, honesty to me is the best policy. It always has been. But can you do it? Yes. But you have to put the effort into it. Now, can I show you that effort? Absolutely. And I'm one of those people that, you know, I would never ask you to do something or tell you to do something that I wouldn't do myself. I lead by example. And I think that's so important. And I think the most important thing is to never forget where you came from. Because when you do that, then you lose kind of helping people, in my opinion. So I've never lost that feeling or anything. I've never forgotten that day that I signed up and how I felt and how I wanted to be part of a community and how I wanted to better my life and the dreams and the goals and the things that I had and still have mean something to me, but they also mean something to all of these beautiful, wonderful women that I talk to every day. And that is what brings me joy. I can give you all of the tools, all of the trainings. It's all there. And it's just kind of laid out for you. And all you have to do is kind of work the plan, right? And it's just, it's almost, you almost look at it and like, it's too simple. But it's really, it is simple. You just do it. And then, but I'm telling you, the joy is beyond anything that I can explain to you. So if you are ever interested, if you think about it, if you want to know more, I'm also that person that you can absolutely 100% ask me any questions. I will be 100% honest with you. And you can ask me, I have people that had asked me questions for months. I had one girl that asked me questions for almost 2 years, and then she finally decided to join or whatever. It bothers me if you don't ask questions. Let me just say that. That's what bothers me. Because I never want you to feel like you can't ask. You can ask questions even if you don't sign up today, even if you don't sign up next month, even if you don't sign up for 6 months. Ask me, because that's how we learn and that's how we gain knowledge. And I do encourage you, if you're looking at several different things in the social media area of, you can't decide on which company or maybe this one's offered something or that one. And do your research, compare, see what is best for you, because that's where you're going to thrive. You're only going to thrive when you find your niche, whatever that is. It may be makeup. It may be hair products. It may be nails. It may be fashion. It may be, you know, eyewear. I'm thinking about all the things that I see on Facebook of what people do. But all of us find our little areas that bring joy to our hearts. And I'm going to encourage you no matter what you do, because that's just what I do. And I feel like that's why we're all on this planet, is to help one another. So if you decide to sell hair products and you've asked me about my journey or whatever, girl, I'm going to support you doing your hair products, because that's what a community of women, that's what we're supposed to do. Now, I do absolutely 100% feel like anybody can do what I do. This is, if y'all ever went back and saw my first live, you'd think, girl, if she can do it, I know I can do it. That kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it was awful. I did makeup like I was 16 years old because that's the only way I knew how to do it. I'm just going to keep talking. And so if the Wi-Fi goes in and out, I'm sorry. It's just the weather. But I've learned so many things over the last 4 years that I did not learn in the first 50 years of my life. That it's just absolutely incredible. And one of the biggest things that I learned was skincare, because I never did skincare until I signed up and joined. Nobody ever taught me about skincare. Nobody ever mentioned skincare. I washed my face with soap and water and life was good, in my opinion, until I started skincare and I looked back and I was like, wow, why did somebody not tell me? Do I have no friends left in this world? Nobody told me. But yeah. Hey, Miss Juanita. Oh, thank you. I love this time of year when I can wear my orange shirt. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. I never wore orange either until last year. I'm getting out of the always wearing everything black. I'm trying to get out of that comfort zone. I did buy a new kind of pantsuit. It's a bodysuit and pants, but it's orange too, and I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorites. All right. We're just doing a little, I'm doing the rose gold palette today. So good. Now let's get on a little sparkle. When you say hi when you hop on. I hope everyone is doing well. Oh, let me do, when he gets to Kroger, I got to tell them he's there. Hold on. It's only been over an hour. I hope they didn't put my groceries back up. We'll see. Okay. So anyway, skincare is where it started too, but this mascara is really ultimately why I joined, because everybody was talking about it and how fantastic it was, and it was the greatest thing, and I found out that it really was. But the mission behind the mascara is the greatest thing. And if you want to look it up, it's called Sapria. But if you want the full story, drop the word mission and I will send you a short little 5-minute video that tells you all about it. It is absolutely beautiful. This is why I have stayed with this company. One, the products, but two, it's about the mission. It's about helping women all over the world, literally all over the world. The commission is fantastic. You get paid in 3 hours. You don't have to wait all month to get your money or anything like that. Now, bonuses and stuff like that, they come off. This is I'm just trying to think of the questions that everybody asked me. But like the bonuses and things like that, they are once a month, but your, regular sales that you do, it's paid in 3 hours. So you don't have to wait on making your money. And one of the best things I have found when I started social selling and all of that was that, especially with women, and I have been in the work world a long, long time. And, it's kind of, no matter how hard you work, no matter if you never took a day off, no matter if you always showed up on time, whatever, you're never really paid your worth. And you're never paid equally across the board. I'm not going to get too deep into that, but if you know, you know. And when it comes to social selling and what I do and what all of us women do, that you see us all over social media doing what we do in our businesses, it's because, number one, we're paid what we are worth. So if I work super, super hard, right, and I put in the effort and I do all the things, I'm going to be paid very, very well for that. And there's nothing else that I could do in this world that gives me that. And that in itself is absolutely amazing. And that in itself changes lives. It changes women's lives. It changes their families. It changes their children. It changes the generations, because things are changing and you no longer have to go to work 9 to 5, and no matter how hard you work, no matter what you do, and you're still overlooked that promotion because of different things. That doesn't happen in this spectrum, in this what we do. So everything is limitless, and it's just it's almost overwhelming, but it's so exciting all at the same time, because no matter what I do, there's no limit to it. I often tell this story. The last time that I'm just gonna get this off my lips. Hey, Ladybug. Amber, how are you? I'm glad to see you haven't floated away. I hope y'all are staying at home. The flooding is awful. But I often tell this story that the last time that I got a review at work and all of that, it was the best one. And I had done everything well. I exceeded expectations, the whole 9 yards. You know, if you've been through the whole all these things that you gotta do in order to get your raise for the year and blah, blah, blah. I exceeded everything. Got the best of the best of the best of the best. And do you know what the best of the best of the best paid me? Are you ready for this? And I'm never looking a gift horse in the mouth, y'all. Just don't take that wrong. I was very happy, very proud, whatever. But it was 53 cents. And I'm thinking, 53 cents. Wow. I think back now thinking 53 cents. Okay. But, I mean, when you look at something that way, that's when it really hits you that your worth is 53 cents after a whole year. Hold on one second. Hopefully they'll bring our groceries out. I don't know. We'll see. There we go. Anyway, my point is, it was 53 cents, and at the time I was very, very thankful. I never look a gift horse in the mouth. It was 53 more cents than I got the last time. You know what I'm saying? But when you decide to do something like this, that's what you think about. I mean, it's almost overwhelming. And, Amber, I'm going to need to get the boat out. We have so much water. Thank goodness we're up on a hill, but other than that, it's a lot of water. The pond is about to overflow. It's crazy. And there's more rain coming, so that's fun. I try not to put my lip liner too far in my corners because, as you know, as you get older, everything droops, including your lips. So if you put the lip liner all the way into the corner like we used to do when we were 20, it'll give you a more droopy effect. So try not to put it all the way in the corner. Just a little tidbit of info. Oh, we got groceries. I was really afraid they were going to cancel my order since it'd been 2 hours, but all right, we're good to go on that. Thank goodness. But I tell you all that about the 53 cents and all of that because it is truly when your income is absolutely, and let me just say this, FB, no income claims here. Everybody does their own journey. However, when you know that your income potential is absolutely limitless, it's amazing what you'll do and how hard you work and all of this and how much joy it brings you to do the things that you do. So, and this is the mascara that started it all. Right here, the 4D mascara. It has Y fibers in it. It has conditioners in it that's good for your lashes. It is like putting falsies on, but depending on how much you put on and how many coats and all of that, it can look very, very natural or it can look full glam and all in one tube. So here is, to me, the best way to put this on. Okay. We're going to, like we did yesterday, we're going to wiggle and roll and repeat. So let me get my mirror. Because I have a hooded eye, I look down. So you want to start at the base, wiggle and roll your mascara wand up at the same time. Until you get right here at the end. Just wiggle and roll. And there we are. Look at those lashes. And tell you the truth, when I use the 4D mascara, I'm going to have to put this fan on my phone. I think my phone is getting hot. Hold on. So if it gets loud, I'm sorry. I hope not. But I will tell you that, there we go. You don't even have to use eyeliner like underneath your waterline or anything when you use the 4D mascara, because it gets such a beautiful coat down there at the base. So you want to wiggle and roll your mascara wand. That way all of your lashes separate. You don't have these clumps of mascara. Just like that. All right, hang on. It is getting real warm in here, which I'm loving. Okay. Now let me show you my second technique real quick. What time is it? All right, so when you go to do your second or third coat, you want to focus just on the tips of and look how much longer your lashes look when you do that. When you just focus on the tips of the lashes for your second and third coat. Because if you have more mascara at the top of your lashes than you do the bottom of your lashes, they're going to look longer. And that's one way to get that really long lash look effect. Just like so. Okay, so you, again, you get this mascara free with my bundle, with any of my bundles. Or you can buy it by itself. You don't have to buy a bundle. If you buy it just on its own, you still get the 10% discount, plus it's still free shipping, even if you just buy the mascara by itself. Now you get it free with the bundle. And it can be any bundle. It doesn't have to be my particular eyeshadow bundle that I have on there that's pinned at the top. If you want to do a foundation bundle or a lip bundle, or put a lipstick, an eyeliner, and the kabuki brush, make a bundle out of that, you can do that. You still get the mascara for free. So if you want to build your own bundle, you can just message me directly or drop the word Friday in the comments, and I will do it for you. You just send me like your wish list or whatever and say, girl, this is what I'm looking for. And I will create it for you. You get your discount, you get your free shipping, and you get your free mascara. How much better is that, right? All right, I'm going to finish up my bottom lashes right here, and then we are done. If you want to hear more about the opportunity, just drop the word opportunity. Or if you don't want to comment that, you message me directly. But I am an open book. You can ask me anything you want. It bothers me when you don't ask me questions, okay? It does not bother me for you to ask questions, and you can ask me anything. And if there happens to be a question that I don't want to answer, I'll just say, hey, babe, I'm not going to answer that. But they are so few and far between. You ask me, I'll tell you the answer. I have no shame in anything. So, but yeah, that's how we all learn and how we all come together. I am not, absolutely not a gatekeeper of anything. I'm just here to spread the love and the happiness and the joy that this brings me. And I want everybody on the planet to know about it and experience the same joy and happiness and love that I feel every day doing what I do. So, all right, my friends, happy Friday. Thanks for hanging out. I love y'all. And see you next time.